Super fast tortoise in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine runs fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to insight. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Are you listening?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yep.
How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing good.
Doing pretty good.
Pretty good. James Willis, we missed you yesterday. Where were you?
I was all looking forward to seeing James yesterday, and dang, I didn't see him.
Oh, James Willis.
He wasn't here.
Taco Tony. Hey.
Hey,
Wow.
Jinx.
Yeah, that's
Taco
right.
Tony.
Yeah. Taco Tony. Taco Tony. Oh, trying to get the energy morning vibes going on because, man, I got a nice subject today, and I hope you got your hot coffee.
Ooh, yeah, man.
You got coffee. Delicious. Feel that warmth, that embrace, that caffeine kick in. So, how you doing today, James Willis? How you doing today, Taco Tony? Hope you guys are having a good morning. Hope it's a wonderful morning for you guys. And everybody out in visual chat land, I see you there. Hope you're doing pretty good. And leave a chat comment. Let us know that you're here. Yeah. So, today is a good day. Today is Sunday, May 19th. Ooh. You know, yesterday was also Reese's Day. If you like Reese's Buttercups and stuff like that.
Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs. I
You're
love
right.
that commercial. There's a commercial for one of the cereals that's from. I love that commercial.
Taco Tony says he's good. New flavor of coffee from work. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm drinking chocolate coffee. Yeah.
Chocolate coffee. Nice.
Yeah.
I like the caramel.
We have caramel too.
I like peanut butter shakes.
Peanut butter shakes are pretty good.
Yep.
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Shake your cane at the sky, James Willis. All right.
Butter pecan. That sounds good.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Sounds like an ice cream flavor.
Actually, it is an ice cream flavor. Grandma gets it every now and then.
That's pretty good. Pretty delicious. Sounds yum.
It is.
So you guys have a good weekend or weekday? You guys have a good Saturday when I was gone?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Well, all except for missing you. Yeah.
Yeah, I do miss you.
Oh, you're not supposed to miss me. You're supposed to be happy for me.
Can't help it. Can't help it when you got somebody shaking their cane at you, and somebody like James Willis shaking their cane at you.
Right.
What do you mean shaking the cane? He hit me with it.
You know something my wife did yesterday. I thought it was ridiculous. Is when I was buying her Christmas birthday gifts, she bought me some magic packs that I made open up on a short yesterday. I'm like, what? It's not my birthday. Why are you buying me stuff?
I mean, share the fun, I guess.
Well, the cool thing is I got a Teferi who slows the time card, Planeswalker, which is pretty cool. Well, I'm going to put that in the deck. Probably the strongest card. And I got Up the Beanstalk, which can fit in my Eldrazi deck. I was so excited. It was like Walmart had this little aisle, and I'd never seen this before, where they had like random booster packs just in a box, and they were marked down from the regular times.
Oh, nice. Cookie
That's my
dude.
fault, Cookie Dude. My fault. I'm sorry.
That's weird because my Walmart, they sell. I got two Walmarts here in my city. One sells magic cards, one does not. And the one that sells magic cards, all they put out is just the new releases.
Yeah.
Right now, they got cards, and it's just Outlaws of Thunder Junction.
Ooh.
Once they
Yeah,
once they sell out their packs, that's it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Jeez.
Yeah, like our Walmart has a lot of the newer stuff in stock, but all the older stuff that didn't sell, they just put it in a box and they mark it down. Like all the packs are like $5.
Wow.
That's not bad.
No.
Not bad at all.
Yeah,
So
I can't find the old packs at the Walmart.
I'd never seen it before. It was interesting. I mean, I benefited from it. I didn't mean to, but I benefited from it because it was there. Like the wife got it for me. She tried it. It was funny because what happened is we were shopping and we were trying to keep times together. But I went through a lane to check out. And then right after I got done checking out, the wife pulls up and the first thing she throws on the belt is magic packs. I'm like, hey! I was like, what's that? It's not my birthday.
Sharing the happiness.
She's like, I didn't realize that was you. I was just so busy putting stuff on the belt. I wasn't paying attention to it was in front of me.
She snuck it in.
Yeah, that was funny.
She's like, oh, surprise.
Surprise! Do you guys have a good breakfast? Like today, I had some yogurt for breakfast. Do you guys have anything delicious?
Yeah. Go ahead, move forward.
I had some fruity pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. Nice.
Yeah.
I had some eggs and sausage.
Ooh, sounds good. Sounds yummers.
I think the ant has finally left my monitor because I don't see it running around my monitor anymore.
Right. Oh man.
That was annoying.
Oh yeah, it can be annoying.
Yep.
Sometimes things just happen. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they fix themselves, and that's one we really appreciate when they fix themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
And drinking coffee.
Coffee.
Mm. I see how delicious it is. Oh man. Whew. Just waiting to see if Cookie Dude's going to jump on before we push forward, really. I forgot to send him the link earlier, so maybe getting things set up to jump in now.
Cool.
Cool.
I tried to get my commander game to fire off yesterday, but
I know. I saw you were short.
I just couldn't get nobody was interested in playing, so
I thought it was rough because I had a person reach out to me asking if my commander game was going to be last night. I'm like, no, I'm taking the day off.
yeah.
Well, you two are kind of like a package when it comes to Commander.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
we do it on the same day. We do try to play in each other's games, so it's funny.
But I do mine earlier than Superfast does, and I got my certain time, and Superfast got his certain time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Mine's
could not
later
get
at
no.
night.
I waited around with my game open for a whole entire hour, and didn't have no bites.
No,
No.
it's horrible. It's horrible. It's sad.
Yep.
And
Yeah, it
but
is.
lighten the mood. We got Cookie Dude.
There you are.
Up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry, I forgot to send you the link.
No worries. You had a busy day. You had a busy day catering to your wife. Good morning,
Yeah,
everybody.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
No worries.
You handsome feller, you. Handsome feller, you. You're a handsome feller. You know that, right?
Now, why do I got to echo? Oh, I know why. Hang on. Hang on.
Hanging
I
on.
gotta close
Hold it
down.
on.
I got to close down the
YouTube.
Yep.
Turn YouTube completely off.
close down. There you go.
Woohoo.
Now I'm not talking to myself.
Oh, nice.
So how you
Yeah,
doing,
you know,
Hillbilly? Mutant Fool?
I'm doing
Super
good.
fast.
Fast and
Mom
feeling the
says hi,
vibe.
super fast.
Well, hi, Mom. My mom.
I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty
That's
good.
good. Yep. I'm doing
Feel
good
electricity.
too.
Oh
A lot of
yeah.
electricity. Yeah.
Feel electricity. Get that
Those are good
energy.
times.
I'm still feeling it 'cause last night we did we moved stuff around in the kitchen to bring out the cat tree from the cat room and did some cleaning work. Had to clean out a fan that was dusty from ages ago. The
Yeah.
son was going the child of the house was going to throw it away,
Oh no.
but like because he bought a new fan to replace it. But the only thing that was bad with it is it was dusty and unclean. So I'm like, why throw it away? We can clean it and still use it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all you gotta do is take it apart, put it back
Oh, yeah.
together.
I have like 3 fans going in my room. I got 2 floor
Uh-huh.
fans in my ceiling fan.
Woo woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a house that needs a central air conditioning.
It does have it. It's just sometimes when I have my PS4, which it gets real hot, and my computer on at the same time, it needs it.
Ooh, oh wow.
Yeah.
Mostly
we
just
have
PS4 is what makes it so warm.
Mm.
Yeah, we have ceiling fans in the main rooms. I don't have one in here because it stays cool back in the office here.
That's
But
good.
in the bedroom, in the den, in the living room, and in the guest room, we have a fan, and they get dirty. You gotta clean them up once in a while.
Taco
know.
Tony, have a good sleep.
Yeah, have a good sleep, Taco Tony.
All
That's
right.
what I was trying to say in there in the chat too.
Yeah.
Woo. But yeah, so
I had a bacon egg sandwich for breakfast.
bacon egg
Catch up.
sandwich for breakfast. Whoa, whoa.
Ketchup.
Oh yeah.
Ketchup, but not ketchup you put on your fries, but just your ketchup.
Yeah. Sounds like you had a good breakfast.
It was excellent.
Yeah.
You made it.
Right. Mom made it.
Ah, his mom
Yeah.
turned to cook.
Yeah, she's a good cook.
Oh, she is a good cook.
I just fill in when she gets worn out from cooking, so I'll fill in once in a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like Superfast, who's the master of meals.
Oh yeah,
No.
that's it. You're a professional cook. You were a professional cook once in your lifetime, but I wasn't.
Not anymore. I'm just an average homemaker cook.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff there's a lot of stuff I kind of remember
Mm.
how to cook, like sauces. Sauces are the worst. I mean, you can make sauces out of almost anything. I used to be pretty good at it, but now I just kind of wing it, and hopefully it comes out good.
That's kind of what happened. I lucked out making salmon for dinner last night, and I
Ooh,
ended up cooking
salmon.
it perfectly. And I didn't mean to. I was
Blackened?
trying
Blackened salmon?
to. I don't know what blackened salmon is. To me, it's just salmon. This is fish.
Well, blackened salmon is you get it and you spice it up with Cajun spices and you put it on a super hot surface and then you sear it till it's black on each side. And you take it off and then you put it in the oven for as long as it takes. Depends on the size.
Mm.
It comes out so good. We used to catch salmon back in the day. We'd go to the American River and we'd bring home a 4 or 5 foot salmon and fillet them up. But I can't eat fish anymore, so my fishing days are gone. I can go sport fishing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But no, just I put some water and oil in the bottom of a pan, added seasoning to the water and oil, put it scale down, cooked it halfway first on the scales down, flipped it around so the scales didn't fall off after too much.
Oh,
And turned out pretty good.
there's no wrong way to cook salmon.
No.
Mhm.
There's always a different way, but there's no wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. So many creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
Well, whoa. Billy just
Whoa.
blinked off. Where did Hillbilly go? Where did you go now? Where did you go?
Yeah. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I'm doing something I wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah.
I got it.
Ain't
So,
gonna
I
tell-
understand.
Ain't gonna tell leader.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
That's right. Don't ask, don't tell. The new policy.
Right. So today, thinking of a good day, we're having a good day here, I believe so. And I want to say we have a first segment of the day creeping up on us. It's a creeping kind of day. I want to thank you, everybody, for being here today. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. We're officially sponsored by CardsUtopia.com. CardsUtopia.com, where you can get sweet Magic the Gathering dice bags like this. Or like that on the side. But what I really want to highlight right now is the Father's Day special coming up. If you type in F Day in the code bar, you get 30% off all your orders. You got little card holders, you got dice bags, you got commander plates, you got, I have no clue what that is actually. But hey, if you want it, you know, oh, that's a deck. That's a dice box. Dice box. There you go. Yeah, dice box are pretty good. 30% off is a pretty good, sweet deal too, because the dice box is like $50. So 30% off that. Woo woo! Saving some money.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's some good bucks in your pocket.
Yep.
Yeah.
So go on and check out cardsutopia.com for sweet Magic the Gathering merchandise for your playing pleasure. All right. Woo woo! All right. I look at James Willis doing some awesome work. See, he's just as part of the show as everybody else is.
Good morning,
Yeah.
James. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah. Handcrafted, handmade stuff at cardsutopia.com.
Yep.
So, Hillbilly,
Oh yeah.
we're rolling to the new year of the show.
Right.
What's the first segment of the day?
Is it the
Card of the day.
Woo!
Ooh.
No. So this is part of the day because I pulled this yesterday. And I'm like, I have a deck that can just go into a Planeswalker deck that's Jeskai colors. Jeskai's red, white, blue. Yes. Teferi slows the sunset. It costs 2 generic white and a blue. Is a legendary Planeswalker. Teferi. It comes with 4 loyalty. His +1 ability is actually pretty solid. Up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, and up to 1 target land. Untap the chosen permanents you control, then tap the chosen permanents you don't control. You gain 2 life. So, in my Planeswalker deck, he'll be there to tap down things just because he can. Because I don't really have creatures. I do have artifacts. But then, his -2 is you look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them to your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Ooh, digging for cards is always good. His -7 says you get an emblem with untap all permanents you control during each opponent's untap step, and you draw a card during each opponent's draw step.
nice?
Whoa, pretty solid. Pretty solid. Have you seen this card before?
Nope.
Yeah. And that's why I get paid the big bucks. That's right. No, man. So this card is pretty powerful, and what it does, it's a 4-mana, 4 loyalty Planeswalker. He's no Jason Mindsculptor broke, but he does do a lot of work. I have 2 decks he can go into, but I want to put him in the Planeswalker deck because he helps slow down creatures from attacking. Whoa. Which, you know, Hillbilly loves my Planeswalker deck. This card is pretty solid. I like it. And to roll on to some pictures of the day, boom. That's how I feel right now. I'm hiding from Monday. Don't let Monday know I'm here.
That's why you're here. Monday.
Monday coming up.
Where is he?
Happy Sunday. I hope it's bearable.
Oh,
Yeah. Then here's how I feel. Here's how I feel. Hillbilly thinks of coffee. The only thing that wakes me up on Sunday is coffee. And look at that face, like something.
Does look like a face Hillbilly would make.
Oh, that's funny,
that's what Hillbilly like if he shaved all his hair off his face and head.
right?
Yeah.
1,000 subs. The hell?
Subs. We get there. I mean, we're at 446 now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Oh yeah, that is great. Then this is how I feel every morning. Enter coffee to begin. Boop, 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 boop.
That's right. Ooh.
Yeah, that's me. I'm like got a slump and I need the energy. Need that coffee energy. Need the energy. Need the coffee.
Yeah.
All right.
Coffee. You should go towards decaf. It'd be a lot better for you.
Well, what's the fun in that?
What's the fun in that?
I drink the coffee for the caffeine to give me energy. If I drink decaf, I'm just drinking flavored water that does nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's still the same flavor.
But it's not the same caffeine.
Well, there's no caffeine in decaf.
Exactly.
I know. I'm just being funny.
Ooh,
It's accidental humor. I'm sorry.
good.
It's
Fairy
funny.
is my favorite planeswalker. Nice. Fairy. Woo woo. Oh man. And we're gonna roll out to the next segment of the day, which is becoming a fan favorite. Pretty much. People are liking it. People are going for it. It's doing awesome. And boom.
Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day.
This is the question of the day. Is brought to us by Mugenful. Mugenful.
Yep.
Hey, ready? Ready?
Let's go. Hello, everyone. It's me, Trey. Dang it, Beautiful. The question today is, what's your favorite video game series from your youth?
Ooh, so what is your favorite video game from your youth? I know Hillbillies was a Pong because that was the most popular game when he was a youth.
Me too. I remember my first Pong.
Actually, it was Zelda.
Zelda. Ooh. That's
Nice.
a game I'd love to play the original of on a Game Boy system or a Super Nintendo system again.
It's on
Ugh.
NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the original one.
They didn't have games when I was a youth.
Hmm.
I was a young adult when Pong came out,
Yeah.
so they didn't have anything.
No,
So,
you being a young adult.
As a young adult, Hunt for Red October, I played all the time. It was one of the most sophisticated games that came out in the, I guess in the 80s, early 80s, late
Mhm.
70s, and it came in. And it came in like 4 discs, the big 5-inch floppy discs,
Yeah.
and you had to load it up, and then you had to go find Red October.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It was one of those games where you had to type in, go northeast.
Oh, a
Sure.
text adventure game. Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
one of
those are fun still.
yeah.
They don't make those like those anymore, but
James Willis says Gauntlet was his favorite game.
oh, Gauntlet was fun.
Yeah.
So
For me, it'd be Pokemon because that's I just like not the first game I beat. The first game I ever beat would be Aladdin on the Super Nintendo,
nice.
Yeah.
but my favorite one is from Pokemon, which would probably be my second game I ever beat. At least the original ones.
James Willis is asking if that Hunt for Red October game was on DOS.
Yes, it was.
Yes, yeah, because it probably was.
You could do DOS or MS DOS.
I have played a game called Asteroids.
Oh yeah,
That was always a classic.
I played that with 2 players and with 2 joysticks on the Atari, and flipped the game twice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm giving Superfast Atari system once I can afford to
You
mail
still
it.
have it. You still have it in your closet.
Yeah, no, I got it boxed up. I just can't afford the $100 it's going to cost to ship it.
Don't worry about it. All right. But anyways, So when it comes to video games, I played plenty of video games back in my day, but like one of my favorite video games when I was like a teenager was Turok 2 Seeds of Evil.
Ooh, a
But
nice one.
there's one franchise that I've played so much of that it ate up like a chunk of my youth and young adulthood. And you guys know this game, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I've never played that.
Well, if you like getting your butt beat, yeah, it's a good game.
Yep.
I know about it. I know they got a TV show. I think
They had a TV show. They had a couple movies. They have over 12 games in the system.
Oh yeah.
You know,
wow.
More than
Yeah,
that if
like-
you count the spin-offs.
right? The spin-offs like
Like Sub-Zero Mythology.
yeah, mythologies and the special ops. One with
Yeah.
Jack and Sonya.
My favorite
Yeah.
spin-off of Mortal Kombat would be was it
Shaolin
Shaolin
Monks.
Monks? Yeah, Shaolin Monks, I believe it's called.
Shaolin Monks was a good game.
They were making a sequel to it when before Midway shut down called Ice and
Mm.
Fire, which would be Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Right,
That got
right.
canceled.
They were making a thing, but they shut down midway. I think that's due to part of Mr. Boone. Was it John Tobias? John Tobias
Yeah.
left the company, and I think that's one of the reasons why they kind of had to sell. And that's when Mr. Boone started NetherRealm Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Super Fat. Oh, go ahead.
You're good.
No, go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, I was just gonna say, but I've played every other Mortal Kombat 1 that just came out not too long ago. I've played every variation of Mortal Kombat since the conception of the game on arcade.
Yeah, I like Doom when I like playing that.
Yeah.
Doom is fun. It has so many mods for it. It's crazy.
Yeah. Local arcade, yeah.
So James Will says in the 70s, I spent way too much time in quarters in the local arcade.
I did that in the 90s
Yeah.
when arcades were dying out.
Right.
Yeah.
That's Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Killer Instinct are games that kept this arcade going for a while, but the home entertainment system just won over the arcade.
Well,
Except
yeah,
in Japan, but that's a whole nother story and a whole nother.
Well, there's still
region.
arcades in the United States that are still going, but
And there
having one
is,
in every
but-
mall is tough now.
yeah.
I was just saying that like Japan is still getting new arcade games.
Right, they still make new arcade games till today. It's not as popular to
Yeah.
have one in every mall.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
because people have their phones, they have their tablets, they have their home
Consoles.
PC, they have their consoles. I mean, they have a lot of competition where they didn't have. I mean, I spent a lot of time in the arcades, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
spent my hard-earned allowance, $5, and it got me, a few games.
Just
I like pinball the best.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah, I was just about to mention they're still making fresh pinball machines today too. Like they're still making new versions of games and
yeah,
franchises into pinball games.
Yep.
yeah.
I remember going to the arcade and playing a very specific pinball machine called South Park Pinball.
South Park pinball.
South Park pinball. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Oh yeah.
I know arcades still exist and everything, but here in my city, they don't exist.
Well,
Oh.
they're just more rare to find than they used to be.
Do you have a Dave and Buster's Hillbilly?
Nope.
Okay, I was gonna say you could go there for arcade games.
yeah.
Like-
We have one
Major-
in Reno.
I don't know. I don't think we have a Dave and Buster's here in our city, but we have a place called Pizza Ranch, and they have an arcade in their buffet store because Pizza Ranch is a pizza buffet,
Oh,
and they do fried chicken and other things there. But attached to the building is an arcade. You can still win tickets, play games, and do fun stuff.
I have something similar called CC's Pizza. They have, it's a pizza place,
Nice.
and I like their
Yeah.
pizza. I love their macaroni pizza, which is weird, but it's still good.
Yeah, yeah.
Sounds weird, but it's really good.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
All the
you can find places with arcade games, but an actual arcade, you ain't going to find.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, most
I don't know.
most arcades you're gonna find are attached to a business nowadays. Like they're
Right.
part of the business, or
like
like
Twin Galaxies.
Yep.
Like all the
right,
casinos have huge arcades.
right.
You know.
We're like in Utah, they have a place called Nickelcade, and I don't know if they changed their name. I don't even know if they survived.
It's now a
Um,
dollarcade because nickels aren't worth anything.
right. Well, but it's Nickelcade, and it could still be called Nickelcade because nickels are what you use to pay for the machines. But there's like an entry fee that probably went up in
Oh,
cost. That you just pay you pay an entry fee for everybody going in, and everybody gets to play the nickel machines all day. They're just
that's nice.
regular quarter machines that just take nickels.
Oh,
And,
that's cool.
they sell snack stuff. It's an arcade, and it was running for a long time.
I never
So,
heard of that while I was living there.
well, because it was after you moved out of state that they opened
Oh,
up.
oh, okay.
Because when you were living in Utah, the Ogden City Mall was still up, and they had an arcade cabinet in it. Arcade place called the Tilt.
Yeah.
That's no longer there. But there's an arcade in that same spot though.
Yeah.
There's a whole, it's like an outdoorsy mall thing, but one side's like a large theater with some upstairs mini golf, and the other side is like restaurants and some other fun things to do. It's just a whole little area now.
Oh, so it's a
So
nice little all-day thing where you can play mini golf, arcade, get some lunch.
right.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's still there. And we are rolling over to the topic of the day, my friends, because it's just
Ooh.
like a good question of the day. It took up a good portion of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Good question, Mugen Fool.
Thank
Good
you.
question. Yeah.
Great question.
And you got to see what I look like finally.
Still handsome. No one told you weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
could have.
So, the topic of the day is how to prepare for deck adjustments. How to prepare for deck adjustments. How do you get ready for your first upgrade to a deck? What are some things we can anticipate for when upgrading a commander deck? As first-time players of Magic the Gathering, how do we decipher removal upgrades, creature upgrades, etc.? My first piece of advice would be to play the deck as many times as possible. See what works and what does not work. Take notice of cards that you'd rather keep in your hand than rather play. Look and assess your deck. Look and assess your deck as you play it. What seems viable to your synergy and strategy? If you don't know what your deck synergy or strategy is, you can ask for advice from your friends. But as I digress, I know it's all the misspellings I put in this. But as I digress, let's open up the topic to everyone here to share their thoughts and opinions.
Good topic. Well, when I make my decks, like say on an arena, for example, I think of the idea. Then after I think of the idea, I put the cards together that I think will work. Not always, and they always don't work. So then I will figure out what cards that's not working and try to find out some different cards that will do what I want it to do to make the deck do what I want it to do. And I'll swap those cards out. That's how I deck build.
Yeah, that's how you deck build. That's how you do.
Yep.
That's how
Yeah.
Yep, that's how I make my adjustments.
Yeah, I pay attention to the cards and which one for the future don't want to play, and the ones I want to play keep. I mean, that's about as far as I get. Is I just pay attention to the cards.
Oh yeah.
I'm not ready to expand my deck or improve it right now because I still got to play it a lot more.
Oh yeah, you got to play your deck a lot more.
Yep.
But for real though, like one thing I always break my deck. Like when I'm trying to upgrade a deck, what I like to do is I like to break apart the deck and organize it by creatures, removal, board wipes, counter spells, fit, and removal to me. But like I always try to break it down to see what creatures have flying, what creatures don't. I try to break it down to the bare minimum if this was a drafting deck, even though it's a commander deck, if it was a drafting deck, how function will it work? Then, as I look through card categories or card catalogs online, like if I'm looking for a removal spell, if I'm running like a creature-based theme, I try to look for removal spells that fit like a creature-based theme, or look for spells that care about the synergy that's going on. Because if Wizards of the Coast would be amazing if they printed a card that said destroy target creature, draw a card on it, right? For 4 or less mana, that'd be amazing. But like I look for stuff like that to accentuate the ways to draw and board wipe, because drawing cards is another thing I want to touch on. Drawing lots of cards is always good. Like always run colors that draw cards. I mean, if Phyrexian Arena is your best draw card, run it. You're gonna have to. Well, what are you looking so shameful there?
Well, I got one and I don't use it.
Well, you should. You should. Like in your Mothman deck, it would work better than your other decks, or your Vampire deck. If you ever play that again, it would be good in there too.
Yeah.
Mothman runs blue and blue green. There's some good draw that's not for X Arena. It's probably better in general, but getting that 2 cards a turn is what makes it amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress in that because I'm not gonna repeat myself way too much on shilling for Phyrexian Arena. But draw power is really good. So drawing and removal are your top 2 contenders for deck building. So if you have cards that help you draw cards, more cards, that is something. Excuse me. That is something you want in your deck. It's good removal. You want to get enough removal to slow your opponents down. So what removal is? Spells that destroy creatures, destroys artifacts, enchantments. A mix of both, a mix of all 3. Varying what colors you are. Sometimes you get all 3 stapled onto a card.
Yep.
Black, green being mainly that color. White, red. Oh, white has not a lot more draw in it now, so you can look for draw cards in white. Black has good draw cards at the cost of life. Red kind of suffers the most from draw powers, so draw cards. So you get rummage cards that you discard a card, you draw 2 cards, kind of thing. So you got to be able to find ways to fix that into things. And if you're running a red-black deck, they're running a spell like Tormenting Voice, where you discard a card and draw a card. That means you want to probably run Reanimation in your deck because it's throwing a card in your discard pile and reanimated cards, pull cards from your discard pile. That's ways to find synergies with cards. And when deck building and improving your deck is getting cards that fit a synergy or theme and exploiting that synergy or theme. Like if I'm discarding cards, I want to be able to play those cards I'm discarding. You know what I'm saying? So if you're running a deck that runs that's making you discard cards, a good synergy to put in your deck and a good upgrade ability is to reanimate cards for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what you thinking over there, Hillbilly?
Yeah, it makes sense and everything.
Hmm?
And the way I do it, of course, I'm doing standard. Is I figure out, what synergies I can come up with. What works and what don't work. That's one reason when I do my decks, I always ask chat. I said, all right, let's see if this is good or a bust.
Right.
Bust means it ain't a good deck.
So in your idea of thought process, how would you describe a synergy in your deck? Like how would you describe synergy?
Synergy is, to me, is cards that will get me to the goal of what the deck is wanting to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, for example, my Hillbilly Hate deck, which is Boros color.
Mm-hmm.
And it has no creatures in it at all.
Right.
And the goal of the deck is to keep the board clear, keep the graveyard empty.
Right.
And then until I get my 2 cards that are the win cons, which is both of them are new cards. One that makes your opponent lose half their life. It's a black card.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name, but just
Yeah. Anyway, I can't
it's
think of
printed
the
it.
name either. Anyway, that card and High Noon is the win con.
Ooh,
And,
that's pretty solid.
yep. And people do not expect to see that. They think it's just a control deck. Yeah, it's a
Right.
control deck, but it's also comes with a bite.
Mhm.
And that's what synergizes is all the board wipes in the deck.
So, if I could explain synergy in the tortoise way, and the reason why I'm having us break it down in our own way thoughts, because sometimes we have different thoughts on how things work, and it still works in the same realm. So, my idea of synergy in decks is like there's guaranteed things you'll be doing in a game of Magic. 1, you'll be drawing cards. 2, you'll be attacking with creatures. 3, you'll be discarding or putting cards in your graveyard from anywhere, somewhere. And then with synergy, you want to see what your deck does the best out of those things. Like if your deck's drawing cards, you want to run cards that let you draw more cards or have payoffs for drawing cards. Because like a payoff being like every time you draw a card, gain life, or every time you draw a card, put a +1 counter on a creature, or if you're discarding cards like a lot, like you find out there's a lot of stuff going to the graveyard, you want to be able to play spells that bring stuff from a graveyard to the battlefield or back to your hand. You want to be able to recapsulate some of these things you're doing in the beginning of the game that will enhance your later game. Or if you're playing a creature-based synergy deck, like say Daddy-O's down there, he's playing a dragons deck, which the synergy is dragons and creatures. Like a card he needs for his deck, it would be a Beast Whisperer that says whenever you cast a creature spell, you draw a card. Getting that draw card for doing the things your deck's doing the most of, you want to get the payoffs for that synergy.
Yep. There's a green card. I can't think of the name of it. It's been out for a while. Allows you to draw a card every time a big creature comes down the battlefield. And all his creatures are pretty big.
Up the beanstalk.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I just got a foil copy of that yesterday. I'm gonna put that in the Eldrazi's deck.
That would be good for Kuji Dude's deck.
Oh yeah, up the beanstalk. I know when I saw it, I'm like, isn't this card banned somewhere? It's banned in some form. I think modern.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So I guess to tie everything in together, like when you're talking about deck upgrades, you want to be able to see and find your synergies. Synergies are sometimes easy to see by reading off the cards, what the cards do, and how many cards do the same thing. Sometimes synergies based off how often something happens in your deck. Reanimation is one of the strongest things that comes to synergies. Drawing cards, casting non-creature spells is a good synergy. Like prowess is a good non-creature synergy spell. Playing stuff, caring about playing cards that say like whenever you cast a dragon spell, do a damage or something like that. When you're playing Dragon's deck, that's really good synergy for your deck.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I guess. Gotta. I don't know. I'm just listening, learning.
No. Well, we're just talking about a topic.
Yep.
Yeah, like I'm in kindergarten, and that's like a high school topic.
Wait till you get to the math. You know,
Oh boy, wait till you get to the math.
we're going to learn trigonometry.
Oh well, I tried that. I failed.
Oh boy.
You know, I'm
That's
okay.
fun.
I'm very okay at algebra, but
Yeah. You're pretty good at math. I seen you whip up math equations in your head really quick.
Wow.
yeah. Well, thanks, but I'm not that good.
I'm still learning what 1 + 1 is.
1 + 1 = 3.
Damn it, I
That's
was going
right.
to say the same thing.
Because you got to remember the plus sign. That's part of the equation.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the plus sign's telling you what to do.
Yeah.
With the two numbers before and after it. And 1 + 1 = 3 because it can't equal 2 because there's already 2 ones there. So if you're adding another one, it's 3.
Now, come on, you're confusing all the youngins out there.
Youngins watch Too Fast Toys. Well, that's news to me. I thought we were all just old folks.
Yeah. You remember the new math?
Nope, I haven't tried learning the new
When
math.
I came out, when I was in school, they had math, and then in the '60s they came out with new math, which I couldn't tell was the difference between the old math and the new math. It was all the same to me.
Well, during your time, during your time, new math. Because there's a new math now, like newer math. It's just numbers. I don't know how to explain it. But like where 1 + 1 = 2, which is the real answer, everybody. It was in a line. Well, they changed it where they stacked the numbers instead of having them straight line.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of, you know. But when I was in Australia as a kid, I had to learn the British math system, which was they use, I don't know, they just use different things, and then they went to metric, and I had to learn that, you know. Uh, and metric I prefer over American Standard
Right.
because metric is so easy. All you got to do is move the decimal point, and that's it. You know, you just change the noun. You know, you got a millimeter and a centimeter and a meter and a kilometer. You know, all you do is move the decimal point.
Oh, that'd be a decimal point. Decimal point. But how does that help with fixing decks?
Not at all. It's just me interfering with the topic.
So here's a numbers game for you. You have 63 cards in your deck that are not lands. Sometimes 64, sometimes 62. One thing you want to do, make sure of when you're running a deck, especially creature based, you want to run 23, 24, or 25 creatures in your deck at least. And that's kind of like the low ball numbers. But outside of that, you're going to run like 25 different spells that deal with drawing cards, removing creatures, and board wiping.
So draw cards, because I know when you do the deck of the day, you show the different categories. Are
Right?
draw cards more powerful than the other cards?
They're more efficient. The reason why card draw is important in Commander is you want to get more of those good cards in your hand. And statistically, if you have more creatures and more cards in your hand against your opponent, you're usually winning the game.
You have more options.
More options, yeah. You know, but I'm gonna come up with a question of the day after the show, and you can air it whenever you want to air it.
James Willis, the new math concept was dumb as hell. Funny.
Yeah, I agree with you, James.
I don't even know what the newest math they have out right now is.
Well, basically, it's a string of numbers, and instead of writing everything down, like when I was in school, they'd have the numbers stacked, and they want to see work, so you had to write all the numbers down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the new line of math today is a string of numbers, and you're supposed to figure out by doing your math in the string of numbers, barely showing your work, but coming up with an end result.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, that's yeah. I guess I could do that. It's easier when they're stacked.
Right, but I think the new way of math is to help people with coding, since
Right.
digital era is like the more popular thing, the more used thing now.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't know. Like
Don't know.
I graduated high school when I did, right? I graduated high school. I graduated Job Corps, right?
Yep.
And the math was still the same. And you know what? Math for me still is the same kind of math if I go to work or do something. It's not really going to change other than if I know how to stack the math, I can do the problem. I can show the work. Showing the work shows you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until you get into
But in today's world, they don't care if you use calculators. That's stupid.
I know. I wasn't allowed to use a calculator when I was in high school. I mean,
Yeah.
they were barely out, but they were there, but they were big old heavy duty things.
I wasn't allowed to use a calculator either when I was in school back in '93.
Wow.
Today's new math is ask the computer, right?
Yeah.
So like mathematics. Mathematics when I was in school, we were able to use calculators on certain problems, but we had to show our work. We couldn't just like do the calculator and just come up with an answer and put the answer. We actually had to show the work, and we had to use the calculator for like certain big numbers. So the calculator would do the big number problem for us, like in a big equation, not just a small one, like a big equation. And we'd have to show the answer to that, then still show how we get to the conclusion of our answer.
Well, yeah.
The sum of all math problems.
Yeah, you have to show how you got to the end.
Yeah.
Because most people can just use your calculator and put the answer and then don't know how to, it's like magic game. You know how to play the game, but you don't know. I mean, people like me don't know how the cards work. So, I mean, some cards work against you and some cards work for you.
On top of that, Wizards always come out with some new weird card for you to try out. Like Battles, one of the weirdest things they ever done.
Yeah, that was pretty weird, to be honest.
Hillbilly loves Battles.
Yep.
Yep. That's
Oh,
right.
man. But,
All right.
So, all right. Relax. Feel the energy. Feel the vibe. This is a good topic. I tried covering as much as I could about the topic, but we are rolling into the instep of the show, the shill section of the show. We're going to go to Mr. Hillbilly.
Alrighty, folks. I'm at 446 subs.
Yay.
We're getting there slowly but surely. It's great. And let's get to that 500. And we'll be an afternoon stream today. And if you want to see me brew with a certain creature or a certain color, go back to my stream that I did this morning. Leave a comment on that, and then you'll see a brew with that creature or that color.
Right.
This afternoon at 2:00.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
All I have to show.
Yeah. Today, it's Sunday. Wife is off work, so we're going to be chilling out. We're going to do some magical cleaning around the house. There's some little tidbit things. We're going to get the cleaning done. So there's not going to be any later stream tonight. Heck, I won't be on DJ's late night stream. Well, I'm hardly ever on those because I like to wake up in the morning and do my morning show. So, anything Mugenful wants to show?
Not today.
How about Cookie Dude?
No, I'm just going to put out a new question of the day and still trying to get my video I did onto my channel. Woohoo! That's it.
Oh, all right. So I want to thank everybody for chilling out, being awesome, being amazing, being here to the show. Thank you for liking the episode. Thank you for chilling along with us and chatting with us and being engageful. Thank you, James Willis, Taco Tony, Mrs. Hillbilly, everybody that showed up. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. And always remember to listen to the great leader, Megatron.
Shockwave! What is your command, Megatron?
Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for evil fun.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron